Okay. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm live, aren't I? Okay, I'm live. This is Reality, Kristen Marie. Sorry, guys. Hi, Aaron. This is a new setup for me, and I'm having issues here, but I'm trying to log on the Reality Blurb. But hello. Thank you guys so much for coming. Let me make sure I'm here right. Aaron, hi. I don't know why. I can't get into the comments. Okay. So guys, I haven't been on in a while, and I wanted to pop on and go through the reality news, all that crap. And don't mind me, I'm just literally sorry. I didn't even realize I was live. I was yelling at George because he's being really loud downstairs. So if you hear my husband yelling, I apologize. Also, let me get this stupid camera to okay. I apologize if you hear him. He's being like he's not listening to me right now. And he's not used to me going on live at night. And also, this is so weird. I apologize. I was made aware yesterday or the other day when I was on Housewife Historian's channel, which her and I are great. Like, her and I are friends. Like, we just weird. Our opinions are our opinions, right? But like her subscribers, which I don't know if you guys are here now, but man, they mean to me afterwards. Holy shit. I was very well made aware of of how horrible I am. And like this, I guess basically what I'm doing right now is all over the place. But screw it, it's my channel, and I'll fix it later. So guys, I miss you guys. Let me see who's in the comments. Who's here? Erin, hello, love you. Coffee Blood, hi. Oh my god, I haven't seen you guys so long. Lauren, hi. Let me know if the view's okay, right? I'm gonna drop the con link too, just in case. So I'm not gonna talk to Tomek. I'm sure we all know why. I just found out why because I haven't been on. But yes, that's Norma. I just would rather not. So, and I don't even know, like my thumbnail, guys, was just I just happened to be the private. I'm sorry. It had nothing to do with probably what we're doing. Oh yeah, but I was made well aware yesterday how much I suck. I guess I don't make my points. I don't know. You guys, it was horrible. I got eaten alive by her subscribers. Not live, like it was afterwards, like how horrible I am. Anyway, all right, so let's get into this news. Okay, what do I got going on here? I'm looking at something with Farrah. Something here with Farrah looks like Mauricio's daughter. So it says Farrah, something reacts to Paris. Okay, the mean tweet stuff. Okay. Tell me what you guys think about this crap too, because I'm so out of the loop. Like, not even out of the loop on purpose, just like I don't know what you guys are thinking. Like, what are the fans thinking? Sorry. Like, what are the fans thinking? And why the heck can't I get this to work? All right, we're just gonna do this now. Okay. This is what I'm gonna tell you what I think about Jen Shah and all that. Hi, Lauren. What I think about coffee. Yeah, my favorite coffee, but ooh, Krista, calm down, girl. I'm high. Yes, to answer your question. Okay, real quick. This is crazy. Erin, you're gonna love this. I like Jen Shah. I can see what Coach fell in love with. Like, I totally see what he fell in love with. It's a shame that she just got humble. You know what I mean? But it really bothers me now that I think she's going away. I mean, yeah, she deserves it. Yes, she committed the crime and all, but man, why couldn't she not do that? You know, I like her now. You know, I really do. I like her. But it reminded me of her. But so okay, let's start. Which one did I just read first? Was it even important? Farrah. Okay, what do you guys think about Mauricio's thing? Yeah, I did too. What do you guys think about Mauricio's show? And what do you think about Kyle not being on it? I think that sorry guys, people are so rude. I think that it's awesome that Kyle's not on it, and I think it's awesome that all right. Yeah, Jen gets sentenced. It's crazy, yeah, Lauren. Jen getting sentenced next month is crazy. Her face, I couldn't even imagine her walking into the courtroom and telling them they were all liars, right? I couldn't even imagine that, right? And and then to now this is what I believe now, that I couldn't understand what made her change her mind, right? Why did she all of a sudden plead not guilty or guilty, right? I'm thinking either she got scared Or like, I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. But now watching the show, I think those mock trials freaked her out. I think the mock trials made her realize, like, holy crap, I really am caught. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to, like, say you're innocent, and, like, and be so adamant about it, and they just say, I'm going to have my day in court. But to be in front of the judge, like, I'm telling you, to be in front of all those people, like, and all of these people, and call them all liars, I just couldn't see how that was going to work, But, no, I haven't seen it yet either, but I think it's awesome. I saw, like, bits and pieces of it, but, yeah, it was Jen Shah. Like, I mean, at this point, I think she realized, yeah, like there's mock trials. I mean, she said she was getting, it was killing her to sit there and not say anything, but like, she was still telling us that she was guilty, though. I mean, not guilty, but I mean, I'm not laughing. I just, there's no winning here. Like, nobody's winning. It sucks because our family's losing her. From what I understand, Coach is not now. They're not even living together. I don't know. Speculation, rumor, or something, allegation, alleged, everything, guys. Oh yeah, everything is alleged. God, everything is alleged, or it's my opinion. Allegedly, they're not living together at the moment, right? Allegedly, they're like separated. Yeah, that's what's in them. That was on Reddit. Reddit is like Twitter's evil twin. I didn't think. I mean, I knew that they were mean, right? But I did not think that people could get meaner than Twitter. Go on Reddit. I was like, anything that you think you don't know about somebody, you'll find it on Reddit. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. Like, do people know about this? I'm not going to tell you, but like, holy crap. Like, the stuff I found on there, not good, guys. Not good. Okay. Farrah, blah, blah, blah. I can't even say her last name. Reacts to Paris liking me, tweets about how. I mean, like, seriously, what did she say? I mean, I was laughing. The mean tweets. I mean, I was probably one of them. Kyla, you're such a snake, girl. Such a snake. Let me open this up. Oh my god, guys, my nails are like killing. My nails are like messing me up. Alright. So, sorry guys. Alright, everything I'm reading is from Reality Blurb. I'm sorry, I'm not citing my sources, guys. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the people that took advantage of too. Also, think about the people that have to look at Erica wear those earrings and her laugh about it. You know what I mean? Just because she says, like, I'm not going to try to claim whether I know she knew or not at this point. It's to me is relevant, but like the fact that she laughed and wore the earrings, I was like, whoa, girl, like we know you wrote it before, right? Oh man, Reddit is like, I can hardly figure it out. I had negative karma points, didn't know what that meant. Then I have positive karma points, so now I'm allowed to post. I don't know. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm too far away. Am I too far away? Okay, all right. Let me stop. Okay, let me stop and let me actually really pay attention. Okay. So, Farrah speaking out about her mom, Kyle Richards. This is from Reality Blurb, reading from Reality Blurb. Oh, Lord. I love you. Look, I'm not Team Erica. Oh, yeah, I am not Team Erica. We'll talk about it in a minute. We'll talk about that in a minute. Oh, man. Okay, I love you. All right, so Farrah is speaking out, Reality Blurb, everything about her mom, Kyle Richards, all I'm getting to back with sister Kathy. And how it impacted her relationship with her cousin Paris. This sounds like a Judas and Gorka thing, too. Months after Paris inserted herself into the drama of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills by liking, like, this is crazy. I remember I told you, like, we just, like, dislike each other's stuff or, like, unfollow each other. People are going to know something's wrong. Yeah. So, yeah, they unfollowed it, whatever. By liking a series of tweets about Kyle. I was probably in this tweet because I was really mean. Just calling her a snake. A series of mean tweets about Kyle, the buying Beverly Hills realtor. Now, I love her on the show. I only saw the one first part of it, but her reaction to the post while admitting that both she and Paris are very defensive of their moms. I mean, why wouldn't you be? Like, really? I mean, okay. We don't talk about it. No, it's too painful. I can imagine. Paris says, no, like, I know way me and my sister fight. If we had kids, we probably, hopefully wouldn't let it. You guys are like, okay, love you guys. I mean, look, I'm actually saying about Jen Shah, like, I like Jen Shah. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, that's big. It's halfway there, Anyway, so what do you guys think about this? Do you think, like, I think Farrah's mature. I think this is a mature thing to do. I mean, I like the fact that Kyle, I like when Cassie, like, tweet. I think Cassie's hilarious on Instagram. I don't think she's stupid. I think she knows exactly what she's doing when she's doing it. And I love it. I'm here for her, Cassie. I'm not going to claim to, begin to know what's going on with Beverly Hills at the moment. Anybody want to fill me in? Have we lost Brenna? Like, what's up? What is going on in Beverly Hills? That'll probably be my next story to talk about. But anyway, so I like this thing. I hate Mauricio. Sorry, guys. Don't like Mauricio. I do really love you guys. Oh, my God. Like, you guys come back and see me. Like, that's a lot, guys. That's a lot. Isn't it crazy? You started liking her last season. I started liking her this season, really. And not like, I don't want to say like, I don't mean I did, like, I didn't dislike her. Oh, yeah, I guess I did. I disliked her. I mean, I disliked her attitude. But I give her props, man. Like, she finally figured out that there was no winning. And, you know, took full responsibility, except it sucks that she did it. And it sucks that her kids are, you know, are going to have to suffer. And it makes me really sad to even talk about because, I mean, yeah, like, these are the last, like, holidays they're going to have and with her. And, like, and I'm like, why is she spending it on TV? Or, I mean, is that good? You know what I mean? I don't know. What do you think? Like, I just feel that all of this time, I hope that she does spend most of it with her kids and her family. I mean, I'm not going to say that I want her to, like, suffer at all. Like, I just don't, I don't know. Like, my whole thing is, like, when me and my person were committing this crime, we operated in the thought of getting caught. Like, you don't even not caught, but, like, just know that you can. And then if you do, you do. And it's like, and if you do, you take the hit. It's just, but I didn't have kids. I didn't have a husband. I didn't have all that stuff. And I got roped into mine, you know? It's like, and she's so much fun. Like, she's fun, right? I'm like, this chick is a good time. And it's a shame because I think that the money got, like, to her head. Because, like, how much, I mean, do you think she was always like this? Sorry, guys. God, this camera's horrible. I'm going to switch to my old one again. But, like, yeah, like, it's not that, yeah, right. She's fun. She's interesting. It blew my mind thinking of her walking into a courtroom and doing it. Like, and then I thought maybe she ratted on some other people. So I was like, being accountable from day one. You know, I mean, I'm glad she did it now. But I mean, like, I just couldn't imagine her. No, I don't know, man. It's 15 years, guys. That's a really effing long time. Even if it's not like, I don't know. I'm not to say she's getting that whole 15, but sorry, my eyelashes are inside my eyeballs. And I'm like, yeah, let's talk about this for a little bit because Salt Lake's on my nerves. You, like, Whitney, and see, I love you guys because I feel like I'm probably in the minority because I love Meredith. I can't stand Lisa. I can't stand Whitney, and I can't stand Heather. I did not even Aaron. I didn't know that was existing. I will go see that tomorrow. Good for him. I didn't know he had another one. I had no idea he had another one coming up. Wow. I don't know if you guys know we're not talking. We are now. We were not speaking, but we are now. So I guess I will see that tomorrow. But all right. So what's going on with Beverly Hills? Tell me, and if anybody in the chat can tell me in Beverly Hills, probably talk shot real quick. I can't stand Whitney because I feel like she plays stupid. Not plays stupid. Her stupid. Her, like, why are you in a Sprinter van and, like, all that, and, like, Heather backed me up. Like, no, backed you up on a lie. Like, I was with Heather on that one. I was like, what? No, what do you mean? No. Like, whether she heard that or not, Whitney heard it herself, and she just had to make. She wanted Heather to, like, that's what got her. She wanted Heather to back her up on a thing that she didn't even hear. You know what I mean? And then to blame her and say that she turned into what she turned it into. I understand why Heather's still there. I'm assuming she's still it. Yeah, there's all this stuff about Beverly Hills. I don't really see anything. Lisa reveals one and only regret. Is Lisa fired, guys, or what? Yeah. It's like, it's not love or hate. It's just like, you know, we can't really expect things from people that we know they're not capable of. You know, Jen Shah's probably never been accountable in her life. So do we expect her? Did I expect her to be accountable? No. I mean, I just feel like at this point she'd have a choice. So yeah, I mean, so all right, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I keep putting my boobs in your face or something. I have a new camera, but I'm gonna get rid of it. I feel like it's chopping my head off. I even, like, decorated for Christmas. Like, come on, man. Thank you, Erin. I didn't know that. Thank you for that. And Norma, I don't know if you're here, but good for you. Yay, Norma. Watched that today. Norma's, guys, remind me, or Erin, if you mind the chat, where they can find, or how they can find Norma's movie she was in tonight. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But our friend Norma, she's an actress. She was like on The Fosters and all that stuff. But she was in a Christmas movie, I think. But yeah. And then I don't want to say the wrong thing, but we watched that. And that's why I was a little late coming in. They said they were coming back. They said, so they haven't said anything about, okay. See, what do you guys think about jerseys? I didn't hear what you guys think about jerseys. That's the latest. I mean, anything. Like, I mean, this whole stuff, like, being dredged back up about, like, the Gorgas and all, I'm sticking to my guns with this one. Like, me too. I'm so excited. I love Norma. And, like, when I watch Norma, like, when she's on the camera, I'm like, oh, my God, that's our Norma. Like, it's just, the first time I realized that was her in The Fosters, I was like, oh, my God, that's right. It is her. But, I'm sticking to my guns with the Gorgas. Like, I got dragged for this because, like, I don't understand what everybody, okay, now say not knowing them at all, just say watching the show just for the show. And I even watched old episodes today to see if I was crazy. Like, maybe I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, maybe, and Erin, you know that it's not that I'm like, I have to be Team Teresa all the time just because I was Team Teresa last. You know that I took her side last summer. When I believe somebody's right, they're right. When they're wrong, they're wrong. Just because I was Team Teresa last year doesn't mean I have to be Team Teresa now. It doesn't mean I agree with the narrative that's being put out there, right? Like, I don't ever remember a time that Joe showed any type of, like, reason, anything for people to make people think that he didn't love his sister, or that he would pick the show over his family, or that there's some secret about him that Melissa doesn't know, or any of this crap. Or, like, you know, let's like break it down, because if you think about it, right, Teresa says all this stuff about her brother now, and we're going to find this stuff out about him. He's this thief that stole from the parents, and she's been protecting him all these years. First of all, when were we protecting him? You haven't. Just say that Teresa did get, or Carlos King is right. Well, Carlos King is right. He said that Teresa got him on the show, or Teresa didn't know they were getting on the show. Okay, say they didn't know she didn't know they were getting on the show. Why would you even care? Why would you block your own brother from experience? I mean, first of all, like, that's a like home movie for you and your family for the rest of your life. I don't believe that either, because she said it was going to ruin her family because she saw what it was doing to the other cast members' family when that happened with Dina and Caroline after the fact. Okay, that after. I was in season 3. That's what I feel like. It seems horrible. Like, the parents, yeah, it seems like ever since the parents died, it's like, what? And I thought that when Joe went away, or I'm sorry, when Joe went away, and, you know, when Teresa was there and she had Joe, and Joe showed up for her, brother showed up for her. Exactly. I was like, man, like, I wish I had that. Like, I wish I could, like, call up my brother as my brother's family and say, hey, guys, you know, I mean, especially if you're already successful. That's the thing. He's already successful. He never stopped working. He'll never stop working. He won't even now. You know what I mean? And, like, even if it's not, you see, Teresa, like, they're the ones that, like, they are saying all these things about him, like the thief and all that. They're the actual thieves, if you want to be honest. They actually got caught in trouble for doing it, you know, but nobody's saying anything about that. But they are. Like, they are the actual ones who, like, treated it. Like, Teresa, you know, he duped her, put her in prison. It was the last year of her mom's life. And then he gets out and treats her like crap. Calls her CONT on TV. And then he takes care of the family when they couldn't. When they went away, because they had to go away. You know what I mean? Joe was there for them, financially and emotionally. And he did not lose his parents' house. Nona did not move in there because he lost the parents' house. When Nona passed away, why would he be by himself? Why would he be by himself? With his family, his daughters needed him, granddaughters. Who is going to watch her? Not me. Only because I feel like I know she turned it into a circus. I mean, at least at the zoo, they're trained. You know what I'm saying? Or at least the circus, the animals are trained there. I mean, this is the fucking zoo. It was a zoo. It's a zoo. This became a thing, like, on display, On Display is a good song. Should we play it? On Display. No. It's actually a really good song. But, like, I could not imagine my life without Good as Gold. That's what I can't imagine my life. Good as Gold. I mean, right? Should we play one of them? Like, I would have to, now if I was Teresa, that would be my wedding song. It would be like, on this day, you know what I mean? It's so good. We should play it real quick. We should play it and dance to it real quick. But anyway, all right, so she says, I'm so happy that Carlos finally said the truth because I've been saying that for years. Why is she so adamant to prove that she didn't want her brother to be, like, you should be ashamed of yourself, I keep saying. She should be ashamed of herself for thinking that and for wanting people to believe that that's how she thought. If anything, they weren't saying anything because with Achilles and Gorgas because production told them not to. They were just listening to their bosses, you know? Again, if you don't have anything to hide, why do you care if they come on the show? You know what I mean? Like, what do you care? It's insane. Don't own the right playing series. What's that mean? What do you mean? Oh, if I played it. Okay, Cop. Oh, yeah. I know. It's such a good song. We just have to play it real quick. But I maybe not. I don't want to lose any more people. I'm already losing people in the chat. But I just feel like it is expensive to be me. Oh my God. Like, and you know, like, we should have just believed her. Like, you know, people show you who they are. And this chick sang it to us. She showed us who she was. I'm talking about Erica now. We knew who Erica was. Like, it's a shame that we just forgot. You know, like, who are we to think that she would actually ever be honest about or emotional about anything? You know what I mean? I was listening to a podcast too earlier, and people were talking about her son, right? And like, what about him, right? Like, what is up with this guy? Does he just not want to? I mean, maybe he's just very professional and doesn't want to. I mean, I don't know how professional could you be when you showed up out of town, cop. You know what I mean? Like, for a burglar that was like, I don't know, that was all weird to me. Like, and again, if that's to me, if she said it and he's a cop and all that, he's a cop and all, so it kind of has to be true, right? Like, why would she lie on him? Like, to lie on him, on like somebody that's like, you know, that could easily be found. I don't know. It's just weird. Of Pasadena snowstorm, whatever. I know. I mean, exactly. Well, I mean, I guess because I didn't see, but we didn't see this coming either. None of us did. But it was like, when this happened, I couldn't figure out how. Like, I'm like, how do we not see it? Like, or like, how do we? You know what I mean? I just kept thinking, like, not that she was a criminal or anything, but like, I don't know. I just couldn't figure out how he got away with it too. Like I still say this. Like, I'm sorry. I kind of understand now. Like, Erin, you actually made me think of this. Like, why she doesn't really say much, because if I were her, I'd be pissed too. You know what? All these other MFers around him, now they're getting in trouble. But like, just for like letting him poop himself to go to work every day and not say anything. When he turned 85 years old and people realized they couldn't see straight. You know what I mean? Like, and then again, to get away with that for so long, you can't be the only one in on it, you know? Like, and she's probably like, God darn it, like, they knew that he was doing this and they did nothing. And why am I the only one? But no, you are his wife, and unfortunately, too, when you get stolen property, you have to pay it back. Unfortunately, whether you knew or not, you kind of have to pay it back, and you have to give it back, and you have to kind of, like, you don't have to act like you care, but, you know, same thing with Jen Shah. Now, see, Jen Shah never thought she'd be accountable because, again, when was she accountable for anything? Every argument she had, she blamed someone else. The thing with Shah, she blamed, you know, the first party, she blamed on everybody else. Like, it just, but like, I'm like, oh man, now she's like, now I see like the cool Jen Shah, you know, like, where, like, she's not Jen Shah amazing, because that chick, man, I was like, I said it a million times, and I actually meant it when I said it. Like, I didn't think anything was redeemable about her. I didn't think there was anything good about her, but I kind of figured it out now. You know, I still just don't, man, like, when you're doing something that illegal and you know how close you are to being close, knowing that they've seen you before and they're probably watching, that takes kahuna. I mean, big ones, huge ones, man. It blows my mind. I'm like, man, I thought I was brave, but I'm not even. We got caught. I was like, oh yeah, dude, I was singing like a canary. Yep, we did it. I was. There's no me lying. There's no, like, because that's like, you operate as if, like, don't think that you're invincible, because you're not. And she wasn't. And like, people are like, oh, do you think it's all Stuart? Stuart turned on her. No. Do you really think Stuart would have ever done that if he wasn't, you know, he wasn't never been a thief or anything like that? I don't think. He had like a whole family. All right, this is especially Bravo News, guys. Sorry. I just wanted to chat, though. I haven't talked to you guys in a while. There was a lot of people here, but then they left. But what else is going on? Like Rowdy Blurb. Rowdy Blurb's where it's at, usually. I saw something about Erin. Wait, Erin, I think she may not. See, I thought you said I think she may have known. And she was nice before. Well, I don't wonder. I didn't think she'd be nice. I just didn't think she thought we were that dumb. You know what I mean? Some of us. You know what I mean? I just didn't think that she would still continue. And now somebody also said, like, maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe she's working with the Fed. Like, maybe that would make sense to me now, because it does seem like she's starting to be able to, like, kind of show a little bit of, I want to say, like, show emotion, or just, it sounds like there's no way that it should only be her. You know what I mean? There's got to be something. And if she's been working with them this whole time and she just couldn't say anything, I give her that pass, you know? Like, I will greatly apologize. But she was still, you know, everything she said afterwards. All right. So, okay. So, God, guys, so I want Kathy back, right? I want not God. Well, all right, let's see. No Brenna. No Erica. Dorit, LVP, Denise, Brandy. Who else? Garcelle and Sutton. Did I say Dorit? And Kyle. Did I say Kyle and Kathy? And Kim? Well, see, Kyle, Kathy, and Kim, I keep saying, need their own show to have creative control, because they have such a huge family with huge personalities and huge drama, that it would be the whole show. Like, we would have no other stuff. And if we are going to get any chance of Denise coming back, we need her to have her time, right? Like, I need her to have her time. So we also need Brandy back. And what am I saying that for? Because why? Because I liked her on that crappy thing. Sorry, Dorinda. On that, you know, sorry, it's late. It's late for me. You know what I'm talking about. Ultimate Girls Show. So, yeah. So Gia and Melania unfollowed Joe and Melissa. Well, we already knew that. I mean, she unfollows them all the time. But this time, let's see what Joe did. See, guys, I just don't see. I mean, do you guys? Is it me? Maybe it's just a couple of other people. I don't know. But where I can't find where Joe and Melissa ever really showed anything but either like revenge, like reacted. You know what I mean? Because it started out with Strippergate, right? Think about it. And then, oh my God. And then watching back the christenings and the fights with Joe and Joe, that is where that anger, oh, holy crap. I forgot how vicious that was, and how Teresa, how upsetting it was with Joe and Joe's dad. Just everything. And like, and then puts too many rules. See, that's not rules, but like, you know, I do understand a little bit, because I feel like Rinna shouldn't have had the chance to do that. I feel like Bravo, if this one and only time that they actually did, you know, were paid off, good. Because I didn't want Rinna to win this one, you know. Because Rinna, you know what, if it was a fight between Kathy and about Kyle, like, come on, I guess I say, because I get it. I mean, me and my sister battle, and it's horrible, and I say probably just as horrible things. And do I want the whole world to know it? No. And I always regret it, but I always apologize. You know? But but see, I mean, that's the thing. They would have to have creative control because of that reason. You know, Kathy has a lot of protection. She's probably been protecting her family her whole life, you know? And imagine having to be the one I mean, I'm saying that she has to be the one to do it. But I feel like Kyle has dropped the ball a little bit. Like, you don't even stick up for him. She couldn't even stick up for Kathy. So, I mean, I totally disagree with the way Kyle didn't say anything. I'm going to have to watch it. I haven't seen it. Hi, Tyree. Hi, Karma. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. I see everybody in Twitter, too. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. Live TikTok. Hello. Twitter. Hello. Facebook. I didn't say hello, guys. I'm sorry. YouTube. I just literally was, I'm just the last minute thing, but everything I'm speaking about, I'm reading off of Reality Blur, but I'm sure everybody heard about it. But yeah, I think Kathy was smart too, and if she was playing anybody, like, she played it well. Like, I don't care if she was playing a part at this point. Like, I can imagine being, her and having just always protecting her family. And I guess like she doesn't have to, but at this point, I mean, I don't see her as vindictive. At least I don't see her as what they painted her out to be, or Rinna tried to. I fully 1,000% believe Rinna again is a Kris Kardashian wannabe. It didn't work with Disick. That whole thing didn't work. She can't really send her daughters out. They're too smart for her. And I can't. Listen, is she good for TV? Yeah. She's a good production value. Hell yeah. She carries the show. I give her that. But do I take it, like, now I look at her like I just can't take her, that shit right there. When she's bullying and the way she acts, and it's just for her to have Denise, call out Denise, whether she, call it what you want, but make her, talk about her sexuality on TV, whether she slept with whoever. That's not her, that wasn't her place in this. Sure as hell wasn't Freddie's place. You know who Freddie is? Teddy. Oh God, I said her name. Sorry, Fetch. Like, to me, that was too far. Like, come on, Rinna. Like, how are you making her, what do you mean? You're making her be accountable, making Denise be accountable. For what? Her sexuality and what she does in her marriage? Screw you, you know what I mean? Like, that's awful. And I'm like, God forbid that she ever, I hope Denise never forgives her. And I hope it goes up her ass. And I just wonder, that's me. See, I'm being vindictive right now because I'm Team Denise. And I feel like maybe something. Are they allowed to sell it? Are they allowed to sell it now? I want to, yes, that would be awesome, right? I would love to talk, like, I would just love to talk, like, I don't know, like late TV with Cassie or something. You know what I mean? Like, I love her drinking that Red Bull. That's me. Like, well, not me, but that's like me 3 in the morning, but that's not me. I don't stay up. Like, I get up early. But, like, I would love to literally just talk. She's fun, I think, I thought we found out that the bots were from, what's her face? Didn't we find out that, they who smelt it, wasn't it? Like, what's her face? Diana, the one who wanted to find they had to hire the extra lawyers, I guess. Now, to me, when you do that, I think you're hiring people to make sure you don't get caught. You know what I mean? Yeah, I believe Cassie is too. Like, I don't think that she gets the instant, whatever, and I can't even talk right now. Instagram. I really do believe that she doesn't. I don't think she takes in, like, she's texting like personal messages. My cat's trying to get in. Hold on, guys, 1 second. Johnny cat, come here. Come here, Mama. Come here. Come here. My tuxedo kitty. Yeah, I don't think that, like, all that stuff that she was doing was fun. Come on, Mama. Come here. She was doing with her, because my mom is just like that. My mom can't see right, and then she will text on Instagram and think she's talking, you know what I mean, talking to one of us. She's like, Chris, do you do the pot? You know what I mean? And just very innocent about it. We haven't found any of the bots. Listen, like, I really believe too it was Rinna, and I just think that she is really vindictive, and I don't know why she still wants to be more famous. I don't think she needs to be any more famous than she is. I think she's overdoing it. She's been around for 40 years. She got really far with the Beverly Hills thing, but she ruined it. Come here. But she ruined it. For me, she ruined it. Because I think she's a bully, and I don't like bullies. You guys know that. And that's like, I don't, I feel like I feel like, Rinna was backed up by Erica, and Erica backs up Rinna. And it's like, you back up your friend, right? But, like, at some point, you know what's right and what's wrong. You know what I mean? Yes, literally. Did you hear the latest? I think they were talking about they're going to have season 2 or season 3 of Paris Love, right? Right? But, like, and I had forgotten that she turned on Yolanda. And I forgot that she turned on Kyle, I think, or somebody. I was watching old fights, old arguments, and I was like, wow. And it's crazy to see how young they look, too. Like, we have really been watching this shit for a long time. Kyle, Erica sounds like she's 12 years old. I was like, holy crap, what happened to her? She must smoke cigarettes. Because it's what it sounds like, she smokes cigarettes. But, like, come here. Just 2 seasons ago, she sounded like she was 12. Come here. I love the original. See, I love Cynthia. But I am over, what's her face? Oh, God, what's her name? Kenya. I'm over Kenya. Oh, good. I am over Kenya. I was over Kenya with Bolo because, listen, I get it. Like, you have a production team there, and then everyone home and all that, and they're taping up the windows, and it should just be known that you don't talk about that. Okay? I don't care what we saw through the thing. I don't care whose ass we saw up in the air. Kenya didn't have to give us a play-by-play and tell the whole world and people's husbands or whatever, come here, Mom, never wants to meet you. Tell the whole world who was doing who. To me, that's a snitch. To me, I don't want to be your girl. Like, that's not a girl. Like, I would not want to ever be your friend. Who ever want to hang out with her again? I mean, like, I mean, come on, Kenya. You really did. Like, that's just too far. Come here. I really want to see how pretty you are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really, like, up in the air with her. I don't know if I want her to come back. I really wish that she become friends with Drew, though. Because I liked when she stuck up for Drew because she does get it. Because unfortunately they're with the same type of dude. And Kenya could explain it because, when Drew couldn't, and I myself experienced that, not with somebody, but like I said, master manipulator. And, here to come to find out they're called narcissists. But Teresa, I cannot even I agree there. See, there's times where Teresa, I'm like, that's Teresa. Like her, I didn't see this thing coming. Like watching her and Melissa the last couple of years, I did not think that they were going to fall out again. I didn't think that Teresa would fight with her again. I just didn't. That's why I was kind of like, I feel like people are dredging up old stuff, and she's saying, oh, you're going to see now what my brother's this and my brother's that. And what does your brother do? Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't understand. Like, I understand you have sister-in-law rivalry, right? But they seem to be getting along, right? Ultimate Girls Trip. I was like, and I've never not, I was Team Teresa last year because I can understand her perspective and I get it and I can explain it. I can't agree. I can't really make it make sense, and I can't, I don't always agree with it, but I can try to understand, explain her perception, because your perception is your reality. And unfortunately, like me, around here, we have a tunnel vision sometimes. You know what I mean? And we don't hear analogy. We don't hear Gia didn't do, it was just an analogy. What she heard was Gia did cook. You guys have to understand that. She didn't, you know what I mean? And everybody trying to explain it to her was not going to get it. That doesn't matter. She didn't hear that. I miss Rosie too. I liked when Rosie was hanging out with the guys, Rosie would be so much fun as a house, like hanging out with the house husbands, because remember how she used to play, like, was it pool or whatever, and cards with the Judites? It was so much fun. She still does, yeah. She does, and I'm just so disappointed with her, though. I just feel like something's up with her. Like, something's going on with her. And it's got to be her losing her parents, because all of a sudden she just doesn't care about anyone but herself. I'm not about herself, but like for her to in her brain make herself totally believe that her family, all of them are bad. The Wakilas are horrible, and the Judites the Gorgas are horrible now, and everybody else, like she had that, people that are really important to her did not want to have emotional boundaries crossed. And by having cameras in certain places and all, it could possibly happen. There's certain situations that Teresa knew that really your wedding should have been more important, and your best friend's safety, and not wanting to, like I would say, okay, Bravo, if Dina, my best friend, I'm saying she should have chosen this show. Dina, I'm sorry, her wedding. I feel like she chose Bravo over her friendship. I don't care what Dina says. I know it's just not. What Teresa says, that wasn't fair, and it's also not fair to blame Joe for not going, because you guys got to remember what just happened before that. Like it's just her, just constantly not. Oh man, just deflecting basically. See, I feel like she deflects Joe Giudice on the Joe Gorga. Like, you call him a thief. No, your husband's a thief. You say he's a piece of shit slumlord. No, you guys were actually a piece of shit slumlord. You say he's done this. No, you actually did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you actually tried to take Melissa down. You really did not. You really did create all that Strippergate shit where you sure as hell didn't stop it. I mean, we watched her do it. And we didn't think anything of it because we thought, they're just going to be fighting sisters. You know what I mean? We didn't know how important it was going to be later on down the line. I mean, important to me anyway, because it's like, Erica's protected, you think, by Bravo? I think by Andy. I think that we know that once when you give Andy an ultimatum or you're horrible on social media, it's basically your kiss of death. He doesn't care after that. But yes, Bravo was paying for the wedding. It became listen, I even said it too. I was saying it. Oh, look, what is more iconic than Teresa's wedding for her to go out and it be that? I thought that she quit the show after that. But I just figured, or if Teresa, or if Jersey was going to end, it would end. Say hi, Sterling Ray. If Jersey was going to end, it would have ended, now. But I'm having a hard time seeing what other people are seeing. I don't get what people see, that they think that Teresa and Joe, or that Joe is such a horrible brother to Teresa. Horrible. He's not a slumlord. He's not he definitely isn't broke. And he definitely didn't steal from his dad. They didn't lose the house because of his doing. They were upside down on the mortgage. Like when the mom, at some point in time, like right now, think about it. People are you're cashing out equity in our house because house prices are high. But then that gives you a high mortgage to pay, right? But then say down the line you want to sell it, but then the economy tanks. You still are paying a mortgage of $300,000, $400,000, or $500,000, right? Because your house was appraised at one point there. And then it drops. And then guess what? That looks like you're upside down. You're upside down, and that looks like you've lost your house. You know what I mean? At that point, you can either turn your house in, if you can't sell it, or you have to sell it, or you can let the bank take it. And just say it's up for clout. I mean, I just feel like that's exactly what happened with that situation. Oh my God, of Jen shouting. I saw that, but I don't know what it was about. But I mean, listen, she's under a lot of stress. She's looking at the next 12 to 15 seasons. Like, listen, oh my God, in Green too. She's gonna be at Clinton. She's gonna be where Teresa was, or where I was at Clinton. It's Hunter Green, I think. Anyway, I think she's getting sentenced. Yeah, she's getting sentenced there. That's what she'll be. But at this point, though, right? If Erica's got money hidden, I mean, where would she? I mean, where would she hide it? Like, because she cost money. You know what I mean? Like, her career cost money. So it's kind of, I think by now they would have found it, don't you think? I wish that, they did, and she did, because I really believe that I believe that she's going to be have to do OnlyFans or something for our victims to get paid. Listen, that $5,000, I'm telling you, there's an angel investor in Rena's company of $5 million. I bet you it's Erica. And I guarantee you, the day that Rena saw that, she believed that her friend actually believed in her. For the first time in 40 years, somebody actually believes in your lips. Like, okay, well, let's just say that's true. And your friend believed in you, right? Your friend Erica, who is angel invested $5 million. Well, obviously, we know why she did that now, if that's true. But I would just love the look on Rena's face when she realizes that Erica used her. And so it sucks. You know what I mean? If that's the case, that's just my opinion. If that's the case, I mean, they definitely would have found asset money, but I don't know. I mean, she cost money. Her career cost money. I think Tom knew the money was running out, and he didn't care because obviously, what could he do at this point? Hi, look at the little baby girl. Hi, son. He didn't give a shit about Erica, definitely, because he's like, conservatorship, shit myself. Screw her. Let her take. And I do believe too that he was losing his mind. I mean, he's goddamn 5 years old. Of course he was. Hey, dude, look, he rolled down a cliff, and she left him there. I believe on purpose. I believe she knew he was there, and she wanted him to die, guys. She didn't even take him to the hospital or call an ambulance. And if he really was down there all that goddamn time, I'm convinced she wanted him to die. And why not? If you found out that the money was going and he wasn't paying the victims like he said he was this whole time, I think I'll operate under the impression that she thought that he would always take care of them. Hey, I won't pay them right away, but they'll always get paid. And I think she was okay with that. And then he didn't do it. And so when he was going to die that day, I think she wanted him to die, which at this point, why not? Right. Like, I mean, why not? Exactly. The day she divorced him was, I mean, come on, man. Nobody, and Aaron, nobody will still tell me why she divorced him. You guys still can't tell me why. Because she can't say it's because of this, right? Because she said she found out the day after. So you tell me it wasn't because he was sick. It wasn't because he was like broke, right? Because she didn't know he was broke, right? You know what I mean? It was because he was mean. She said, no, no, no. The man's close to death. It doesn't make any sense unless he doesn't have any more money. You know what I mean? His all the partners are right. There's absolutely no reason. She was a dead giveaway. No way she'd ever leave him. That's close to death if there was any money left. Or, you know, I have told him, I know, Aaron, but you keep wanting to compare your situation, and see, it's not because, like, I don't know. He, exactly, too, his ex-wife always admitted that he did this stuff. He's been doing this for 40 freaking years, you know? And it's like, I don't even know, but she probably didn't know at what point theirs ended and the thieving, you know what I mean? The stolen money began, you know what I'm saying? Like, where did his money end and that money began? You don't know. Who knows how much he really made? Who knows how much he spent? Like, I mean, we know how much he stole, and God, man, like, if he stole that much, how much was he make? I mean, he probably wasn't making much then. You know, like, he was operating off of all them like huge settlements. They said people were saying, yeah, he'd go after the huge or like the big money things that are like, or the little people, big money, you know, or like the little people that they can get a lot of money, like the cancer patients. But then the Aaron Brockovich people, like I didn't realize they never got paid. Like, what the hell? And I'm like, there's no way he did it for that long. See, here I go again. Oh my God, I said I would never do this again. I would never do this again. I don't want to act like I know what was going through his brain, but like he was just like, yeah, that's my thing. I want to know size, date, time. Come on, man. You weren't sucking that many dicks, my friend. And if you were, I want to know whose and how great were they? Because all that crap, all that for so long, somebody, and I don't want to hear he had all these people paid. I'm sorry. You have to believe that many people are corrupt, right? Or that many people were getting, you know what I mean? Like, how many dicks could there be? Like, how many? And if so, God damn it, I want to know date size because this was ridiculous, the amount of money he was able to get away with. And the shit that he got away with. The way he treated the people. Like, I would have been like, yo, asshole, where's my money? Like, at the first time that old dude told me I couldn't get my money, I would be like, no, mother ever. Like, come on. Like, no. See, I feel like Whitney, this is my thing with Whitney. She focuses on the wrong stuff. Like, her focusing on Meredith's dad's funeral thing. You know what I mean? And if the Sprinter van made it big, she is the one who turned Jen shy. That stupidity in her brain and the way she chased, like, was it Whitney? She chased her around. Whatever is on the Sprinter van? Like, Meredith's like screaming, oh, how come you don't believe me? You know what I mean? Yeah, she thought he was like, she had emails. Listen, fine, then say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's saying that Tom made sure of it. But, like, that's the thing. Like, she didn't turn him in. She just said that he was, like, you know, losing his, like, whatever. But nobody was listening. Like you said, like, I get it. She's pissed. I'd be pissed, too. But, I mean, like, you know, God. I mean, I don't think that they suspected that he would ever get caught, or I don't know. Maybe he just thought he would always pay them. I don't know how. I mean, eventually, if she's costing him money, but it's something, and she's also making money too, which makes no sense to me. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know how much this dude was actually even worth, you know, because he didn't own anything. What, one house? Did that thing even sell yet? It's so crazy. He left her with nothing. And he committed the perfect crime and it's to screw her over. And that's what I laugh when people, when you guys laugh when I question Dorit's burglary and PK's burglary and all that crap. Why wouldn't we? Don't you guys ever watch a show called Dateline? I mean, just look at what Tom just did. He probably would ultimately end up dead. You know what I mean? Oh my God, is it really? I didn't know where you were. Thank you for hanging out. And yeah, thank you. I'm gonna try to stay on for a little bit longer and talk about some stuff. So, like, that's what I mean. It's just, it was all coming down, and I think she realized that, but like, so again, you lived off, but Erin, she also received stolen property for a very long time. Willingly or not, you have to pay back. You know what I mean? In my world, when you get caught with stolen property, whether you know or not, you have to give it back. It sucks, but you do. Unfortunately, you didn't make that money on your own. Unfortunately, it was not yours. And unfortunately, we don't know where his ended and hers began. You know what I mean? Like, who knows how much he really did make? It sucks because I'm sure those diamond earrings probably could possibly have been bought by him by legally. You know, he probably did make enough money to buy them earrings. But why do you want them? They're freaking earrings. Of all things that you want to keep, why are you fighting about them? Like, especially knowing what she knows and then how much they're worth. To me, that, and then wearing them. To me, why? Somebody please. Like, exactly. But listen, her saying that she doesn't owe the money is what I'm talking about. And not wanting to give up the earrings. They're not yours, lady. Like, you crazy nut job. Wearing them is like, I mean, claiming them is one thing, but wearing them and laughing about it and saying it's in probate court. Like, I mean, come, really? Like, what do you, please, like, I hope to God that there's something we don't know. Maybe she is working with a bunch of feds and she had to act like it. I hope to God that she really does have a conscience and she really does care. I mean, again, at this point, Andy hasn't given her a reason not to care. You know what I'm saying? She really, unless he does fire her, that's when she's going to care what we think. Because think about it, whether you like her or not, we keep the show going because we are the ones who make the ratings and we watch the show. I'm not talking about content creators, just viewers, us fans, right? So you know that, like, eventually, if you do something like that and you want to stay around, we're going to, eventually, you're not going to be worth anything to us because you're just going to, like, we're going to now piss everybody off. And she doesn't, it's not worth it. It's not worth it anymore. She's just not worth our time. Like, we were funny. It was funny. Haha. Now, Erica now, like, Erica's at the point where it's like dangerously. She's dangerous, you know, with Garcelle's son and stuff. Like, the way she acted, like, sorry, this is going to be a Jersey thing. Sorry. It's still, though, you kind of need a job to pay, right? And the only job you've had for 10 years or whatever many years is this one. And you do make a lot of money, Erica, $900,000 a year. That's a heck of a lot of money. I don't feel bad for her. But after this, you know, if you're going to do Pretty Mess Dungeon, do Pretty Mess OnlyFans, honestly. And I'm not being an asshole. I'm saying that honestly. There's going to be a lot of people out there that don't want to probably see that. I don't know. Who knows? There could be people out there that don't want to see that. I'm sure. I'm sure to be a fetish for people. Who knows, right? We need her to have some money, though. Like, we're going to need her to have some money. Anything going? All right, let me get on the blurb. Let's see what's going on. I saw something about Garcelle. Did Garcelle get a pay raise or something? Or do we don't know yet? Or Teresa, anyway. So, yeah, we are getting, when you guys know, we're getting Jersey back in like 3 weeks, right? Right around my birthday, which is December 1st, by the way. Pretty dumpster fire, absolutely. Pretty dumpster fire mess. And, like, honestly, like, even a porn line, I don't know, guys. I'm just trying to think her quickest buck to make, like, because she also likes a lot of money, you know. All right, so I don't know why she's saying a month in the Gorgeous suit. The suit's been going on forever, but all right. Everybody's unfollowed everybody. Melania has now distanced herself, and there goes. See, that really sucks because even as much as my family fights and has been through, I have never disrespected my uncle, my mom's brother. I couldn't even. I would be slapped. I would, even at my age. Okay, as much shit as they go, as they are, as shit how old they're, like, I still would not talk to them that kind of way. And honestly, even my aunts, I wouldn't even, like. I still haven't, you know. Good night, Erin. Thank you, Erin. Aren't you shocked? I'm still awake. I feel really bad for the whole family because I don't know why this is happening. I don't understand what went so wrong that didn't already know. Like, there's nothing new that happened. Anything that's out has been out. Anything that Kim D thinks she's revealing, she's not. It's already out. It's just whether people want to go and look at Dirty Ed's Reddit or not and believe that kind of shit. And if your sister knows that stuff is possibly going to be out there, some kind of old allegation, and you don't shut it down. To me, I'm like, again, what are we all looking at, guys? What are we all watching? What show are you guys watching? Because to me, that's just, she's never had her brother's back, and she's still not. And, thank you. I appreciate that, definitely. Coffee Buzz, I missed you so much. I don't know, guys. What do you guys want to talk about? Because I feel like I talk about the same thing every time. It just happens. It's always about, but Jersey's coming back early. We don't have to wait a year, thank God. Yeah. I think like reality blurb is where it's at usually too. They usually are like literally by the minute stuff. I'm sorry, I'm looking in the thing, but I feel like my eyelash is like turned upside down, I know. And the other day, guys, I know I posted this on Instagram. I know I'm all over the place. I am well aware, and I know that I say it a lot, but I didn't realize how much that it would stop it. I didn't realize that when other people bully me about it, that it would bother me that bad. I thought my deflection was enough for me. But guys, I got dragged really bad in the comments and outside about my personality, about everything. Laughing about the whole Jersey thing, which that I don't care about. Kiss my ass there. But like literally making fun of me. And I was like, and I was defending myself, but my God, like, if I'm really that bad, please, in Instagram, can you please just tell me? Just constructively, criticize me nicely, but brutally honest. But like, oh my God, yeah, it was hard. Just don't be mean like they are. God, I am well aware that I'm all over the place. I know. Madison, oh, she did. Oh, I like the fact that Madison met that guy. I'm mad at her for being like a Patricia, but I feel like that he is a beige plate. I mean, Shannon Dan is right. I do agree that you should, thank you. I was like, and then every time I turned around, it was a different person too. I was like, oh my God, one person, fine. And then one of them, to be honest with you, was hiding behind a name because I realized that person actually said something that they didn't mean to say, a name that they didn't mean to say, and it gave away that they knew something else. So I knew who they were, and it was somebody that that this person's name I can't name in that circle. And I was like, yo, big mouth, like really, now you're being a big mouth, Hi, Tess. Oh, I'm so excited. Seriously, like I all day I was planning on going on. I wanted to decorate for Christmas. I had to, I don't know if you guys know about the reason I was off for a little bit was my father-in-law did pass away on like November 6th. So yeah, so that happened. And now we're just like, now finally getting the estate settled and that's been going on. But what was I saying that for anyway? I don't know, that's why I was off, but I wanted to come back to it. All day I wanted to decorate for Christmas. I don't know why, but I don't know. You can't see as well. I'm going to have to put my old camera back on. What's going on, guys? I know it's like a lot of out on Sunday. What is going on with Anchor Watch? Have you guys been doing Anchor Watch? I know. Thank you, Tess. It was so. I don't want to say sudden because he was really sick for a long time, but how he was suffering in the last couple of months, it was sad. But so, and in a way, like and if you ask me how my husband is, I don't know. Still don't know. He's like normal. That's all I can tell you is like he hasn't really shown anything. He's never an emotional person anyway. I'm whispering like the whole world can't hear me, but I hope he's okay. I mean, he seems like he is. His family's stressing him out, but hey, yeah. I just, sad. He doesn't have any parents now. You know what I mean? That's the sad part. Like his mom is sad for this going now, and but it was crazy that so me and Housewives, I saw her in New York, but we didn't see each other. But we've been talking for a while, and we disagree on a lot of stuff, but like we laugh about it, just like me and Erin would. Oh, I know. So, I know, even at our age too, like especially, yeah. I'm slow in socials too, but what was I saying? Thank you. I know. I want to see. I wonder if you can see. You'll be able to see them better tomorrow. I'm gonna have it closer up. I know I changed my hair to blonde too, by the way. Anyway, yeah. So Housewives started. I love her. We laugh. Like we could probably, Erin, like we all could talk for hours about stuff, right? This stuff. and we can hang up and do this, and we'll still talk for hours. So we were just having a normal debate conversation. We had a good time laughing. We laughed the whole time. I didn't really, but I didn't, and they weren't saying anything in the chat until, in the live chat. Everybody was being pretty cool, but it was afterwards. I was like, oh my God. I was like, and then I would react, and then I had to take it down. Then I had to take it down. I'm like, oh. And she was like, she apologized on their behalf, but I didn't want her to do that. And I told her, don't even take them down. Like, I let people drag me. Let people, like, they're the ones that look, because they're not being nice. They weren't doing it in a nice way. It wasn't constructive. It was just quite mean. Whatever. They said I look like a bobblehead. No shit. I know. I can't say. I know. They called me a bobblehead or something. I was like, wow, that is fucking mean. And it's crazy because I don't, Erin, I don't care. Usually I really don't care what people think about me, but I was like, really, really, like, it bothered me. It still does. But I don't know. But the funny thing is, not funny thing, the good thing is my channel is finally growing. I'm actually getting subscribers. I don't know how. I don't know what's going on, but I am. I'm happy about it. I'm not complaining. Yeah. It's so crazy. That's what it is, like Replay Crew. Like the live chat were so cool. Yeah, and I'm not liking Lisa. Okay, let me get back in the brother. I'm not liking Lisa Barlow still. Okay, guys, I'm just not. She's like, I swear, it's like this year she's like 80s chic something, and she's like 80s like homeless chic or something. I don't know. She looks homeless and it's straight with the goddamn 7-Eleven cup toe in her hand, with the homeless clothes, with that whole look, and it's not even a thing. It's not even a look anymore. I don't know where she's. It's like weird, and all of her like taglines are like old quotes, like life quotes that she just makes her. I don't know. I'm sorry, she's just such an asshole. Like I really don't like her, and I don't like her saying that Heather used. No, what did she say? Heather used her dad's funeral to make her look bad. Not everything's about you, Lisa Barlow, and definitely Heather's dad's death was not about you. Her funeral. That made me crazy to hear her say that. I know that I missed an episode, but for her to say, come on. I know that Heather's like, I know that Heather's, not everybody's, she's not Mormon's cup of tea, but she's freaking honest at least, and Whitney trying to make her not honest. And again, I would like to know also if Lisa gives Blowy for Jets tickets too, courtside tickets to the Jets. Great. That's all I want to know. But are we going to ever know that for sure? No. Does it really effing matter? Like Heather said, do we really even care? I would do them for much less. Like, just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, Christ, I'm just trying to get any tickets to the Jets. I'll give a Blowy for that. Just kidding, on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just kidding. I'm just saying, like, I don't understand people's point. Oh, thank you. I will. And thank you for reminding me. Like what did I just say? See? I forgot what I just said. Anyway. Yeah, like people, I understand. I am all over the place. I'm not streamlined. I'm not always, I'm all over the place, and I'm always picking. I realize I'm always playing with my eyelashes because they're always in my freaking eye. But it's weird. Like it's growing. I'm not complaining. Adam and I kind of spoke. Me neither. I've been called a lot of things. Like, I hope there's not any else. Honestly though, like, I feel like even just being from Jersey, and not that I don't think I'm one-sided. I just explain the perception because honestly, like, I don't agree with it either half the time. But see, my thing is I always come back and I apologize after. I know when I'm wrong and I admit when I'm wrong. Teresa will never do that. I am a Teresa apologist, Mr. Make It Make Sense. Yes, you are correct. I'm not an apologist. I'm a perception shower. Because honestly, when you're told that your perception, your reality is your perception, you know that. So when you perceive something one way, and if that is your reality, whether you like it or not. And unfortunately, it sucks sometimes. And then poor Teresa, imagine living in her reality. Sorry, I know, Team Teresa. But just imagine. She is in the belief that everybody's against her. And that Kathy and all that, yeah. And all these people are better off not in her life. Like, that's a shame. With a great man, and honestly, with a guy. And like, I know, I should have just meditated. Louis is a good dude. I told you, he's not a bad dude. If anybody's going to mend the family, it's going to be him. I promise you that. Not Melissa at this point. But I know, guys, it's getting cold, right? So I don't know if I took a picture of my palm tree thingies, but my Cattahorns, it's getting cold, guys, and I'm going to have to cut them down. And last year when I cut them down, I cried. Yes, actually. Yes. Where did it? Hold on. Oh, it's in the other room. I will show you. Yeah, I do have some ones. I don't know. The ones over there. The ones I have over there now, but I don't know. Probably not. Oh God, that's all horrible. Sorry. Don't mind that. This camera sucks. Trust me, I'm getting rid of it. I'm going to get back to the other one, but I got new crystals, and I'm really upset about my garden. It's true winter now. It was 80 degrees still. Like I was able to just close the pool, and I think stuff was blooming. I mean, flowers and everything. I mean, I'm still getting flowers down there, and I cry when I have to take them down. But this year, I have to cut down a lot, like 20 foot Cattahorns. I'm not going to take down the palm trees. I think I have to mulch them really well but I cry, and then I have to dig up the rhinestones so I can have them for next year. Like they multiply, they're expensive. So this year I am going to save them. But I cry, guys. It's insane. Yeah, in Jersey, so it's really cold. All right, guys. Anybody want to talk about anything else? I don't really want to go. I miss you guys so much. It's late, but like I'll be back tomorrow. But I don't want to go yet. I don't care if this goes on longer. I haven't been on in a while. But yeah, we went on for an hour and a half, and like we probably would have went on longer. But what else was missing? What am I missing? Who cares about Ramona? We don't want her on. She's not coming on, right? She's acting like she doesn't care. Well, actually, she's a better realtor anyway. And that stupid show, her and Luann did. Sorry, I'm saying calling it stupid because somebody's like it just belonged on a travel channel kind of. I mean, I really think that since we haven't heard anything about, I miss you guys so much. We haven't heard anything about Beverly, that this is probably the cast we're stuck with. Hear her? That's Sterling Marie. Sterling Marie. She was in heat, and then come here, and then now the meow that hasn't gone away. Come here. She's not in heat anymore, but the meow didn't go away. Come here. I'm obsessed with this cat. That's another thing. Well, I know I love you, Dick. I love her so much. She's like a human. Those tuxedo cats are smart. And there's now, I told you, I don't know if I told you before, but I am the dark Snow White. Wherever I go, animals just find me, and they follow me home. But now there's 2 more cats out back. Like, come here, please. Sterling Marie, come here, please. Meow, meow, Marie, too. Oh, come on, Judgy Cat. Judgy Cats, they judge from far. I love them so much. I'm obsessed with them. And I just can't, but see, I'm not, if I bring another one in his house, he's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. I mean, I don't know how, it's getting cold. So does anybody know how do stray cats survive in the winter? Like they have a way to survive, right? I mean, he has a house, and you guys have any, he's like, I basically have to do a room out there. He even has a litter box, and I'm all but have heat in there, you know? But do they survive in the wintertime by themselves, or do I just screw up my husband and bring them in? I'm gonna have to bring them in. You know, ever since Jasper died, guys, ever since I lost my dog, it's been a thing, and I really, oh my God, Cookie Saint Monster, I'm telling, she just what? Like she froze, like, yo, my girlfriend's cat lived to be 35. 35, and she might even be on here. 35. Else an inside cat too. 35. That's a lot. Farrah's, you know the cats that Jason's cats. That's what I wanted to. That's my next. Obviously I'm just stuck with these fur balls, but I want a hairless cat. And if you don't give me your cat, Adam, I think because of what you did, I think to make up for it, I think you need to give me your cat. Can we please make that happen? Adam, they have 2 of them. Thank you. They need to give me their one cat, the one hairless cat. They just have to. I mean, I feel like that's only fair. You know what I mean? Come here. I'm not going to get Sterling Marie up, though. But I started, guys, if you ever watch cat videos, oh my God. I used to laugh at people. I used to think that was so dumb. I honestly, I'm not dumb. I'm just like, oh, cat videos, like, how funny could that be? And really, people are actually making a movie about cat videos. Holy shit. I started watching them. Me and her, watch them, and I watch the ones that look like her. They are freaking hysterical. I mean, honestly, I'm like, who knew how funny these freaking cat videos are on YouTube? Look at her. She's hysterical. I could literally get her doing so much crazy shit. I'm gonna have to start doing it. Look at her. Like, if I wish you could see her right now. She's like such a little pig. Come here. Look at her. Where are you at? Go in the camera. Come here. She loves to be like. She loves to. I don't tell you too. Like, how come you guys can't see her? It's so weird. Here. There she is. Look at the little mama. Listen. When I first started. All right. So when I first got her, guys, the first time Adam's. I had that laptop up. She was standing on where the laptop was. Adam comes on. You know, one of his pre-records. She freaking went nuts. Loves him. Was trying to get into the. She must just. And I like loved him. I mean, I couldn't even believe it. I was like, whoa. She never met him, but I think what it was for me, I think she felt the love that I feel for him, the emotion, and I do think it. So that, because she was like, oh my God, she was like literally crawling at it. And then she went behind the TV, you know, to try to get into it. That's how smart she is. She's doing it right now. But oh my God, she loves Adam. And I just thought that was like, that's amazing because of our connection. You know what I mean? Like, how crazy is that? But like, but she does it with a lot of like different, like sometimes somebody will come on the TV and then she just like, it's sexy meow, meow, meow. Come here. She's so funny. Come here. You should see her face right now. Come here. I do now. I'll put him on the TV on the big screen. But I don't, for some reason, like when he's on the big screen, I don't know if it registers, but I guess maybe like, I think too, like she must see his energy, you know what I mean? Because like, you know, there's times where still I'll watch it and I'll cry when I watch old episodes of Hot Messy Topics on there. I actually started crying the other day. I'm telling you, the first time I saw Adam and Jason's Instagram with them without a shirt on, I was like, and then my eyes were burning. It's like watching your hot gay brother, but then telling them about it, telling them how hot they are. But then I was like, oh God, no. I can't. They're so hot, but when one side their face gets in my view, I'm like, oh God, it's like having sex with your brother. And I just like, I said that I was trying to think like me and Zach too, where me and Zach talked about like threesomes one time. And I'm like, but wouldn't you just start laughing? Like we would just look at each other and start laughing. There's no way that we could actually do it because it would just be so weird. It just couldn't happen. And not that like, I mean, it would be fun. Like we're fun. We love doing that stuff. But like, oh my God. And so with Norma, I mean, Norma makes that quite clear too. Could you, yeah, but I mean, with their faces though, could you look them in the face? And could you look at them and just, could you look them in the face? Oh my God, the visual. I'm trying to have the visual of us all having. No, I would laugh. Like, they're so, I mean, honestly, if I could just go, like, put bags over our faces, because they don't want to see my face either. That's weird. Like, it was like having sex with your half sister and your step. Like, because I said, I was like, I might totally fuck you. You know what I mean? I'm totally fuck with all of them. But, like, no, but not now. But, like, I was like, well, wait. I was like, when we would do remember we do marry, kill, whatever. Marry, kill, whatever. And I was like, wait. And I did it with us. Like, I did me, Norman, something. And everybody always killed me. They always killed me. I'm like, really, guys? And I was like, oh, yeah, I definitely kill you. I was like, well, and Zach's like, well, I would kill. I'm like, well, thanks. But why kill me? And I was like, what do you think? And I was like, I don't know. I found 3 issues. My mouth, I don't know. I know. Like, basically, I dig my claws into somebody and I don't let them go. But, like, honestly, though, like, Jason, I'm impressed. I definitely think we should be at their wedding. Definitely. Don't you think we should be at their wedding? I definitely think one of us should jump out of the cake, right? It would be weird for us not to be at the wedding. We should definitely be at their wedding. And if that's weird, then I'm definitely at boundary issues and I'm definitely like stage 5 planner. Because we have one conversation now and I'm like, I'm back in. Like, I'm back in again. You know what I mean? Now I feel like I'm part of the family again. But like, honestly, like if they're getting married soon and you guys know, you better tell me because I think that we should be there. And Coffee Buzz, I keep laughing because I didn't know if you were a female or a male. And then I was laughing. I was like, we could have met Coffee Buzz in New York and we would have never even met. Well, I would have been. I laughed. I was like, man, like we know what you guys know what we look like, but we don't know what some of you look like. And then I was laughing. I was like, Coffee Buzz is probably like, who knows? You know what I mean? But I think I might have stalked you somewhere. But I laughed. I was like, oh my god! I realized that like a housewife historian didn't know her name, couldn't call her name out because I didn't know it in New York, and realized that I was like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, oh my god! I was like, oh crap! I knew I knew of her, and I knew her name. I didn't know she wanted the whole all of BravoCon in her name, but and then I didn't know if I was right either. So, oh my god, like it has to be soon. Yeah. Well, my birthday's coming up, and that's also the anniversary of that one, thing that happened. So I don't know if it would be around December 1st-ish. But I mean, they really supposed to get married? That's really? Honestly, you're the same age as me. Honestly, though, I thought you might have been a little bit older, but I just only because you're more mature, more mature than me anyway. Oh my god! See, I didn't know I was about to ask you if you even want to reveal like what your real name. I didn't know where you're. Like, I don't even know where you're from. I think Washington. Am I right or no? Why do I think Washington for some reason? Is that probably wrong though? But and then Elaine too. I miss Elaine. And then what was Norma's thing? I want to make sure I say it, and I want to make sure it's Feliz Navidad, right? Let me put it up. Oh my god, I should have put it up earlier. I know. I know. Where's Joe? Anybody know where Joe is right now? I thought Joe would be here at least too. I think Joe's like, you guys yelling at him earlier or something? I liked when Karma showed up, Karma Collective too. It was nice of a lot of our old people to come up. Oh, there, man! Like I miss you guys. I'm like glad that you're still hanging with me over here. I was trying to find her thing. Kathy and I eating a baked potato. I was reading your thing, Claudia. See, like you're from Washington. I thought so. I don't see. So listen to this too. Oh my god, what time is it? Oh, it's Salt Lake one. Oh well, yeah, it's over now, but yeah, he wouldn't either. Him and his watch what happens live questions. I'm like, only you gets on all the time. I'm like you really are. I know. Really, he's probably actually watching or listening, but ooh, love you, Norma. Oh my god, I can't wait to watch our movie. And I'm probably gonna have to watch it tomorrow and like make it Christmassy. I want to watch it with like Coco and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm probably have to watch it again. But I also, guys, want to get like a well, now that Jersey's coming back early, it's gonna be kind of hard to do a Jersey Shore thing. But I do want to have a weekend where you guys come to the Jersey Shore, the actual Jersey Shore where they are actually at. Where you can throw a rock in it, big head in the head. You know what I mean? That close. So we can, and not to be stalkers, but like, that you'll have the actual experience of the Jersey Shore. We could get some interviews in and just hang at the Jersey Shore and actually hang out together. And we can make it like a housewives trip. Think about it. Wouldn't it be fun? We could have did it in BravoCon weekend, but Mr. BravoCon over there. Just kidding. Sweet Navidad. Okay, let me play it. Let me put the comment up. I am. What else am I doing? I'm also like getting. What am I getting done? Oh, Botox this week. Getting Botox. A lot of Botox this week. You probably won't even notice it though. I'm getting a lot of Botox this week and lip. With like how Shannon gets like tweaked here and there. Shannon does hers perfectly. I'm getting that done because I am turning 45 in a couple weeks, and you guys know I'm always doing this. Right now, I have something that's filling my face that looks like how I want the Botox to look right now. It just doesn't last. But yeah. Is there anything? I mean, I didn't think that I missed much with Beverly Hills. I feel like if they haven't fired anybody by now, they're not going to. I think with the cast that we're getting, which is kind of sad because if anything, like, oh, I know. I try to remember to promote Shannon. I always say yes, no, she's not in the band. But Shannon, like, I really have been out of the loop. Like, I really feel like I miss Andy's things. I want to get back in the loop, like in the loop. Like now that I have this set back up again, I'm going to fix the sign. I'm going to do the Whose Side Are You podcast thing. Well, I'm going to do Whose Side episodes. And again, I don't know why I thought I had to do them separately. I can just drop them as episodes. I do want to get that started. But I want to have people on though. You know what I mean? So I want to have a ghost. What am I trying to do? I want to have guests, obviously. If I don't have a co-host, if I don't have one on Whose Side Are You On, I would like, guest co-host would be nice. Just like, just to have different perspectives. Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to tell, I know, honestly, guys, like, it means a lot. Like, I don't even, and like I always say this, they don't have to stay, you know what I mean? We don't have to do that for each other, but like, the fact that people still do that, and then don't have to, it really does. It means a lot, and it, like, especially after, like, I know, she said that, was she really? Oh, I was trying to figure out how to do, I have to link my other socials, because I am Reality with Krista Marie everywhere. I am on all the other ones, like, and I usually do post the thumbnails. Yeah, I will. Did she say, she didn't say whether she's back on the show yet, right? I guess I'll have to listen. I probably would have heard it. I love Ryan. I still do everything. I do follow Ryan, Patreon, and all that. I just, like, sometimes his interviews are annoying to me. I love you, Ryan. Sorry. You're way more versed than I am. You're so much better than me. You're the best, blah, 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 and all that. But, like, because honestly, he's like me a lot. His opinions are like mine a lot, and, like, not everybody understands. And I think sometimes in his interviews, though, I think sometimes I'd probably do the same thing. I project how I feel about the person. I don't know. Maybe he didn't this time. Just scratch I even said that, because if he didn't, then I feel bad for even saying that. Who am I to even criticize Ryan Bailey? He's my whole inspiration behind this whole shenanigan thing anyway. Like I was inspired by his podcast. I was like, oh my God, this guy hates Jack Taylor. Oh my God, somebody hates Jack Taylor as much as me. I mentioned him. But, like, seriously, you wouldn't understand. Like, Ryan's the only one that truly understands why and how. And just what we see and why we hate him so. And why he just never goes away, and why he just continues to make us hate him. We're the only two that get it. She didn't know yet. Man, look, because I think at this point where it's safe to say that they're coming back, right? I don't know. So who's left? Aaron, are you still here? Aaron's still. I thought you said good night, but maybe not. I know that West Coast is not as late, but I don't know why I lost my voice. Oh wait, I do. I sweat with my sister. See, now I had probably a Kathy moment. I most definitely had a Kathy moment the other day, and it's just been happening with my sister lately. I have been a maniac, like a complete, utter psychopath. I would have murdered her if she was in front of me. I think she's fun around her. I think watching her with her husband, I liked watching her with Rob. Okay. No, believe me, I know. Honestly, like, I'll be back tomorrow now that I'm, I'll be back tomorrow, but I'll have some real stuff to talk about, I guess. I don't know. I'll have Salt Lake to talk about. But I was just excited to come on. I didn't even make the thumbnail right. I was like, you know what? It's getting late. I want to get on. I want to see everybody and see if anybody even shows up. And I sent the link to Lindsay, house historian. But she's going to be a guest soon on the show. But yeah, I guess I should let you guys go to sleep, because I'm going to go later, and I'm going to go to bed just like this. I'm going to wake up just like this, and hopefully have the same. I won't have to do all this over again. It's a lot. But what do you have to work tomorrow? He is. Wait, but see, he'll never unblock us though. He'll never unblock me and Ryan, I don't think. Of course he has to. Like, he's a loser. Good night, Aaron. Good night. If he's unblocking people, oh my God, I don't think he hasn't caught on yet that it's me. So, I mean, I think he's caught on to my channel, but not my social, not my Instagram is being Reality. I don't know why, or he just hasn't cared. I haven't really fucked with him at all. I think because I couldn't, and then I think I was afraid to lose my channel, so I kind of just made my videos. His name is Jack Stuck. Thank you. listen, I told you I hate him. Like, oh, until 6. 50% is because of Tom Sandoval, and the other 50% is the way he treats his mother. He cut her off, and now she lost her husband, her son. She didn't deserve to lose her son, and then her daughter-in-law and grandson she would never meet. You know what I mean? Like, he did all that. I understand he was upset at first. I get it. I probably wouldn't. Maybe I would have been mad at my mom too. I get why he was upset, but to drag it on for 6 years, you're a piece of shit, dude. You have no soul. But I love you too, guys. Thank you. Thank you. And no, I'm not hateful. Yeah, I was called hateful, and I don't know what I'm talking about. All kinds of crazy stuff. I'm like, I thought I didn't even say you had to believe me. I just laid out the receipts with my opinion. You know what I mean? I mean, the things I was saying were actually on the show, so it wasn't like you guys saw something I didn't from the Gorgas. But anyway, Aaron has to go to work. Some people actually have jobs. I don't know what that's like. I'm just kidding. No, Aaron, I was thinking about getting. My brother's now managing the Walmart around here. I have to tell you his name, but yeah, he's managing the Walmart around here, and he wants me to get a job here. I'm like, why? He goes, I don't know. I said, why does everybody want me to get a job? Why do I have to get a job? Like, I don't get it. All of a sudden, people are trying. My dad, my mom. Thank God George isn't, but like my brother, I'm like, why do you guys want me to have a job? I don't get it. I don't understand. Why do I have a job? I just haven't had one. I had one my whole life, and then COVID hit, and that was it. But thank you. You're awesome too. Really though, honestly, because you guys show up all the time, no matter what. And I know, like, and even in my DMs, like, I don't even. Like, there's times where I don't even look for like a couple of days, and then Terry, like, you guys are always making sure, even though if I don't respond, you always check on me and make sure I'm okay. And honestly, it's how it's been from day one. Like with Adam's family and everybody else, like just our group. I do give Adam credit for bringing us all together. I think Terry and I probably met with Ryan's channel too, but probably didn't realize it. But honestly, like without like you guys like don't have to do that. It's crazy to me. Because I remember thinking to myself one day, I was listening to podcasts thinking, wow, how cool. Like, I loved it. Like, I didn't realize that I was a blogger. I didn't think that people would actually, like, be able to, like, do that. You know what I mean? Actually talk to other people about it. It was crazy. I just didn't think that we could talk to each other. I don't know what I thought. Twitter became the thing. And then I remember listening to the podcast when the pandemic hit. And I'm like, and me and Ryan just I was like, oh, my God, this guy's awesome. Like, holy shit, he feels like I feel. We are. I still talk about New York and cry how magical it was too. But then again, the people are like, who gives a shit about reality TV? I'm like, I hope a freaking lot of people. I mean, I don't claim to know how to explain this obsession that we have with it, but listen, it's like Sports Center for us. We can talk about it all day long, all day, every day. I was doing this anyway, and if I'm not making sense, sorry, I'm not trying to make any money either. Also, not trying to be like, you know what I mean? So my life doesn't depend on whether you guys think I'm good or not. I want everybody to like me. I don't want to make people mad. I sure as heck don't want to be bullied at 45. But it's like, I know it'd be so easy, right? You would think that like I could have just literally ignored it, right? I could have just ignored it. But it was like, and some of the stuff was really like not even cool. Like didn't even make sense either. I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. So what the hell were you saying? And then even she was saying, like, she was kind of asking them to stop, but I just gave up. I'm not even going to go back and check now. They continue to do it on her channel, fine, but I don't think she's going to let it happen anyway. And I even told her, I said, well, you don't have to worry about it in my family because at my channel, we don't do that to each other. And my subscribers are not going to do anything like that to you. Don't worry about it. Like, I you know what I mean? Not that I didn't, I was like, God, yeah. I mean, even like, I'm pretty sure if I went back in the old messy topic, I'm sure people have said stuff about me. I know when the people have said stuff about me in the chat before, and I just maybe didn't see it. But Christ, man, it does bother me. But I am who I am. Even when I try not to be weird and awkward and like, and I try not to be a mental case, and I try not to be antsy, I can't help it. It's either that. If I can't, I have to be this way. Unless you want me to get back on meth or Adderall, either one of them, it'll calm me down. I'm not doing that. So, yeah, you'll have bad acne. That's just it. It really does. It just, in like when I'm weird and awkward, I'm going through mental shit. It's not because I'm on drugs or I did this drug or that. You know what I mean? That's another thing that kept saying I look like I'm on drugs. I'm like, again, if I was on drugs, I would tell you because I don't have anything to hide. I don't owe anything to anybody but my husband. So I was on drugs my whole life for 25 years. Yes. Am I on them now? No. This is my drug. Yes. Pot. This is actually legal now. Legal marijuana. Yes. This is the drug I'm on. If you really want to get technical, I take Suboxone, and not that that's anybody's business, but hey, I've been off the dope for 14 years, so, you know, whatever. I could be doing a bunch of meth, but I'm not. But, like, again, it's like I do see what people perceive as that, and it's also a little bit of me being from Jersey, too. Like, I do talk a lot, and I'm long-winded, and sometimes I'm seemingly talking to myself and answering myself. But again, I used to blog. That's what we had to do. I had no idea anybody one day would listen to me and hate me. That's ultimately what happened in the beginning, you know. And then I'm like, God damn. And I'm like, maybe I do just suck. I'm reading what you wrote, Terry, but I don't know what I mean. I don't understand it. Oh, yeah, I know. Well, with the very beginning, the people that, there's one thing that one person was saying in the chat while we were live, she kept thinking that she was waiting for us to argue. She's like, I thought this was a debate. This is supposed to be a debate. And we're like, she said a debate, but she didn't really need a debate. Like, we weren't really going to argue about whose opinion was the better. Like, you know what I mean? It was a matter of opinion and perspective on Jersey. It's not like one fact, you know what I mean? It was just the way I feel and the way they, you know what I mean? So it wasn't like a debate where we were like going to be like, you know, we were just naming things that happened and talking and laughing, really, because we're not going to really argue or debate it. And they kind of wanted that. And then they said that I was boring. Somebody said I was boring. And I'm like, that's a first. I've never heard that one before. Boring is what I don't ever get. And then I'm a meth head, and I bobblehead. That's what it was. A meth head bobblehead. Alrighty then. Okay. I won't go back there then. I mean, no, but see, people even like, well, see, I won't, because I realized then, like, I know that I was like passionate about it, but like, I didn't realize that logic was different for everyone else. Like, you know what I mean? I just thought logic was the same for everyone. So I was like, all right, like, but like, I was just, you know, I don't know. We didn't even argue. People would be like, are you guys okay? I'm like, yeah, it would like shock me when people would think that we weren't okay. And even Adam be like, are you guys okay? And we're like, guys, what do you mean? Like, you guys, if we don't, it's boring. It would be boring if we all agreed. Think about it. If we all were just yes men of one thing, how boring would that be? And Christ, could you imagine if Jersey didn't have like my insight, you know what I mean? Or if I didn't have me to explain it away, and you to see for yourself that it is kind of just craziness. Like, it's kind of in the water. I know. Erin I remember the one day when Erin just was like, she literally was like, just called because you saw me struggling, and that was it. It was like, what was love ever since? We've been together ever since. And I was like, Erin, you literally just showed up. And literally from day one, even to like, what was Ayako, when I couldn't get my first live to work, like, Adam's family stayed on the phone with me for like 13 hours, like all through the night, trying to help me. Oh. Thank you, Erin. I mean, I don't think I'm great. Great isn't funny. I think it's funny that I think that like, I don't know how to sugarcoat things. So it's like, it does seem like I'm being mean, but I'm just not. And it's kind of funny because when they call me angry, I'm like, no, it's just the facts. I can't, what do you want me to fucking smile when I say it? Like, I can't sugarcoat. You want me to do cartwheels when I talk about your fuck shit? No. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I don't really know how, and I don't think it's productive. You know, I can explain to you like me. Thank you. I didn't think it was going to be a smooth one, this one, but you know, Like I didn't realize I was gonna miss you guys so much, and I just want to just chat about other shit because I mean I should have just went through like all of the Bravo news, but like I miss you guys. I would have to get caught up and see if we still just don't even see if we still disagree. You know. Well, you show me other perspective and another perspective that makes sense sometimes. Like you really did. Like, and I also would forget. Well, I would think that you were answering it. You would try to explain something to me, right? But you would start out. But I know why now that you were saying, like I would think that you didn't understand what I was asking you, but then I realized that you were just trying to give me extra insight. And if I just shut my freaking mouth and listen, I realized that you were answering me, and then what you were saying would make me understand. You know what I mean? And honestly, I say it all the time. Like I have to practice my communication if I'm gonna have co-host again. But I learned a lot just for having you on there because, like, my sister was texting me in the very beginning. She'd be like, "Krista, you're like, oh my God," like she would try to get my attention while I was live. She's like, "You're so ignorant. Oh my God, you're rolling your eyes, and you can see how you feel on your face," which is not hello. We know all that. That's always been that way. I've always been that way. But I didn't realize how annoyed I looked. But I wasn't really annoyed with you guys. I just talk, and I realize when I don't mean to interrupt people, but I have and I don't know why I do it. I just can't so hard. It's hard. I don't know why. It's like I forget. It's like, am I going to forget what I was going to say? I don't know. I do think though, like long-winded people and me don't get along. But Aaron, thank you. Aaron's like, and we were saying about you talk about the dating app. Say the thing about the dating app. I love it. About the two people that don't. What did you say about that you guys? You can't have two people that don't talk or something like that. And it cracks me. But I always think how funny that is when you say that. Because it's like, imagine having two of me. But Aaron's right. Like you can't have two people that say like on their dating app. What do they can't say what? Not conversationalist or something like that. Maybe like two quiet people going on a first date. Like Aaron, I was surprised that Aaron got on as many times. Like I did not even test too. Like you guys both got really comfortable, and I was like honored that guy would even call use my channel and call in. I'm like, oh my gosh, Aaron's calling for the result of my channel. And then I was like, oh my gosh, she dumped me. And then everybody thought it was thought something happened. I'm like, no, our dads are actually sick. Like that's a real thing. Like we really are taking it, Lori. I know. Are you? Oh, you guys are going. All right, yeah. If Terry, you're going to sleep, Aaron, I know you have to go to sleep. And you're going to be cursing me in a couple of hours. Oh my God, it is kind of late. I'm sorry. All right, so I will be back. Sweet dreams. I'm going to go catch up on some. You can't have two good listeners and then won't be talking. Okay, but it's the way you said when you said it. It's funny. It's really freaking hysterical because I just never would have thought of that. Oh, speaking of dating apps, real quick. Oh my God, 90 Day Fiance. Oh my God, can you believe Mike and Natalie got together? That's crazy. I didn't see that coming. That's what we're going to do. Tomorrow I'm going to talk 90 Day Fiance and like maybe MTV and stuff. And I'll maybe do Friday. I'll do I don't know. You guys will see me. I'll be back. Thank you, love you, thank you, love you guys so much. And TikTok, Reddit, people, don't be so mean. I'm learning Reddit, guys. I'm learning. I mean, you guys are evil as hell. Man, I don't even know where these people get after information. Like, it's some evil shit. Just go Google yourself and do that. It's crazy. All right, guys, I love you. Oh, wait. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Shit, I never said that at the very beginning. Guys, please. I'm getting a lot of subscribers, but good night, everybody. Everybody on Twitter, I see you. I love you. Thank you. Comment. I don't know why you guys don't subscribe. Maybe you are now. I don't know. But I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. And don't drag me. Good night. And it's like freezing here in Jersey, guys, okay? But I'm still tanning, though. Still GCL. Love you. Good night.